How's it going, everybody? It's John and I'm here super excited to go through this unboxing video with you guys. I managed to get my hands on an Xbox Series X. Shout out to a very close friend of mine, Leo. You did it for me. You were able to help me get this and I really appreciate that. So here we are. We're going to unbox it for you guys today. And I wasn't expecting the packaging to kind of be as well put together as it was. This is my first time owning a brand new Xbox console. Never bought a brand new one. I bought a used one from a friend of mine when I got my Xbox One. But this is my first time actually opening a brand new Xbox console. And here we have the Master Chief image on the back of the console box here. Excited for Halo Infinite. Kind of sad, a little disappointed that we're not getting it at launch. We're not getting it the same day that the Xbox Series X releases, the way that Microsoft intended it to be. But I'd rather have a more complete experience and a better game later on down the line than a rushed product that looks terrible and plays terrible. That's not going to be fun for anybody. So one of the things I really like about this particular packaging is the way that the box opens. This box kind of presents itself to you. It presents the console. It's right there, front and center. Power your dreams. You know, the slogan that Microsoft has been going with this entire campaign. The Series X is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. It looks really large for some reason in pictures, online, all over the place, but it's not that bad. It's kind of hefty. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but nothing too serious. It's not that large. It might fit pretty well in your entertainment system, depending on where you're going to put it. If you're going to keep it in tower mode or leave it laying horizontally, not that bad. So here we go. We're looking at the green effect they have on the open air vent at the top of the console. I have mine sitting in tower mode just because I feel like that's kind of how this console was intended to be. I feel like they really want you to stand it upright. So that's how I'm going to have it. I'm going to stand it upright. I'm hoping that even though it may not really make a difference, the airflow might be better that way. But let's kind of see how it goes the longer I have it and the more I get to play with it. So this is a very sleek, very clean design in my opinion. It does get fingerprints pretty easy. The material does take your fingerprints. You can kind of see my fingerprints all over it as I'm flipping through the console, taking a look at the front, the back, the sides, underneath it, little circle stand there. And that's basically it for the console itself. It's pretty straightforward, sleek, all black design, nothing too crazy, doesn't scream in your face, it hides pretty well. And then we're going to take out the inserts here, kind of see where everything else is being hidden. You know, I want to see the controller, the wires. Here we go. One of the upgrades they did to this new generation of Xbox was the controller itself, which we're going to get into in a minute. Here we go. We have the power cable and the HDMI cable. My TV is not the most up-to-date TV. I do hope to upgrade in the near future, but my TV works pretty good, and I know that I'm going to get a nice visual out of this thing on that TV. So here's the new Xbox Series X controller, and the controller here is just slightly smaller than the Xbox One controller, not by a lot. Like if you hold on to it the way you would grab an Xbox One, it just feels a little teeny tiny bit smaller, but in a good way. The buttons feel great. I don't really have a problem with the clickiness to the Xbox controller in general. I kind of like the way that those buttons feel when you press down on them. The sticks feel really good. It feels sturdy. It doesn't feel cheaply made at all. It feels pretty good. I like the texture on the back. I like the texture on the triggers. We do still have removable back piece there to put batteries in. I know some people hate the fact that Xbox controllers still take AA batteries. I guess if you really want a rechargeable Xbox controller, you could go ahead and get an Elite Series 2 controller, like the one that's kind of sitting there in the background, and you wouldn't have to fumble around with these batteries here. But to each his own. I have a rechargeable battery pack that I can put into this that works no problem, so I'm not really too worried about changing the batteries out. But thank you guys for sticking around. I know I've been talking about the Xbox a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video. If you guys have any questions about the Xbox Series X or about anything that we've got coming up, make sure to like and subscribe to Paradise and come join us on our Heaven on Earth for gamers and anime. I will check you guys out later. Have a good one.